Hello, once again I'm back. This is the sales mastery course. I'm going to teach all of my knowledge on sales. I'm going to put all the knowledge on this and all my efforts, all my strengths, all my efforts into this product I've put into this sales course. I'm going to teach her everything that I know about sales. I've been in this industry for the past 5 years. I've closed endless amount of sales on prospects, and I'm going to teach you all of my business fundamentals on sales, related to sales. I'm going to ensure that you are going to get this drilled into your mind about the sales knowledge. Okay guys, so let's start with the sales mastery course. First, sell the result. So this is the first fundamental, sell the result. This is very important. Now when I mean, what I mean by sell the result is, so take for an example, you are having an ebook. You most of you guys might be having an ebook, or you're selling a digital product. I'm just take for an example, it's a digital product. So now it's an ebook on how to get girls. So what you got to do is, you have to sell the result, as in you will tell to the prospect, after read if you read this ebook, you will know how to decode them, is very easy. Or you can sell something like, after my ebook you will know how to get girls. After my ebook, it is very easy to attract girls. You will know why getting girls are so easy. So you have to sell the result, means it shows that he has gotten the result. You are presuming in the future that he has already gotten the result if he buys my ebook. You have to sell the result. Now, pen for an example. Now you will, most of you guys will say something like, this is the pen, blue, it writes blue, it is blue color, the cover is good. That's what you most fuckers do. That's something you don't have to do. You have to say something like, if you buy my pen, you will write 10x times better and faster than what you're writing. This is a result. Or this ink might last forever. You don't need to buy a new pen and add a new ink to it. This is something which is selling the result. Selling the result. You understand what I'm trying to say? Sell on the result. Never sell the product. Sell the result. What is the customer going to get out of it? Very important. Very important. If you apply this fundamental, believe me, you will be able to sell more and sell faster than being in a fucking half an hour convo with a prospect and you're just explaining him the product. That's never gonna work. Sell the result. That's the first fundamental. Now we are gonna go to the second fundamental, that is educating your customers. Now most of your motherfuckers do not educate your customers. You all presume that the customer knows about your product. You don't have to think that your customer knows the product, because then you wouldn't educate the customer. The customer doesn't know if you are selling something, what is the product going to do for him. You can combine the result and the education together, that will work wonders. But you have to educate the customer. You never think that the customer knows about your product. If the customer even knows, he might just know a gist about the product. Educate the customer. What I mean by educating the customer is, for an example, one more. See, my business fundamentals are gonna be pure practical. Okay, so you'll be able to understand it very easily. That's why I've made examples. See, I'm so intelligent that everything is coming out of my mind. So the examples that I'm gonna tell you is to make you understand in a very easy way. So understand this. Example is, if you are selling oil. Example, your product is oil. So now this oil is used for massage relief or whatever it might be. The customer might come to you. You have to educate him. For him, it is just a fucking oil. Whereas you have to tell him that my oil will cure your pain. Or if you apply my oil, it will come from wherever, whichever, from the hills of Himalayas or something like that, you can say. And at the same time, it will relieve your stress. It will relieve your pain from your joints. It will relax your muscles. Educate your customer about your product. Do not assume that the customer knows about your product, because if you assume that, You are never going to make a sale on a prospect. Even he might be interested a bit. He has done some research on your product. But if you do not educate your customers, you will lose on him. Educate. That's the second fundamental, very important fundamental this is. Let's go on to the third now. Third is, tell people they can't have things. What I mean by this is, for an example, it is you show them that is a very premium product. This usually goes for very premium products. You can do for some cheap products, but just analyze. You cannot do it for an ebook, like because ebook is digital. You can do it for physical products, physical something, a product that you can touch, not a not a digital product like an ebook or a course, because they would just know that you are just fucking around with them. You are just telling them it's just a marketing or a sales gimmick that you're just saying that they cannot get. You can do with the physical product like a watch or a bottle or a laptop, something like that. You can do it. The physical product, any physical product, this will work very well. The thing is, tell people they can't have things. As in, now, example, if you are selling a remote that can work with PS4 or some consoles. Usually what happens is you have to turn on the PS4. This is just an example, okay? So people find struggles with turning on a PS4. So this is a product that is currently going really hit in US and Dubai. So they just want to be more lazy, and they just, with the remote they can turn it on. So this is the product. For an example, this is. So suppose if a customer comes to you and he calls you and he says that I want this product urgently, I really need it. You can say something like, currently we are out of our stock. The next stock we'll get is after 1 week. So now what you have said is that I do not have the product. After 1 week my product will come. But now the product cost might be $10, for an example. What you can do is, you can tell him, I can align it for you and do something from my back-end team and get it aligned within 3 days, but I will charge you $20. That is the max I can do from my side. So he will say, okay, I need it urgently. So you, on a $10 product, you earned now $10 extra. So now you got $20 in your bank. So you can get benefit in both ways. You tell people they can't have things, because if you say that, it makes your product look much more premium. At the same time, it shows that people want it. There's a FOMO in there. And the third is, you can make extra money. Even though if you're making $2 extra, still it's money. So you're making it extra. So this is one of the good fundamentals that you should keep in your mind. Okay? We are going to go to the fourth fundamental, that is hard closing. Hard closing is very important. So what I mean by hard closing is, so when I used to do my job at Ospace, it was a real estate firm. So I used to telecall around 100 clients 100 leads every single day. I used to call every single one of them, and some, like around 10 to 20 people used to say yes, and the rest of them used to say no, they are not interested, or they do not have time and all that stuff to give to our company so that they will be able to invest. What I used to do is, all those 20 people, after some time, after a week or two, if they haven't responded, because they are queues, if they haven't responded, I would just pick up my phone, would call them, are you interested? If they say no, okay, I will just cut them out of the sheet, the queue sheet. If they are not interested, you do not got to waste time on them by calling them, are you interested, giving a follow back. That's not important. Max to max one follow up, not more than that. Hard close. People, okay, no, yes, okay, interested, okay, done. I'm gonna add him. I'm gonna keep him in the sheet. So hard close is very important, because out of that 20, 5 might buy, but those 5 actually, at least they are buying it, instead of the rest 15 who aren't buying, and you're wasting your time. So hard closing is very important. Very important. This is the fifth lesson, that is sell the need. Now, this you must have heard from Wolf of Wall Street and many others who say sell on the need. That is actually true. That's the same fundamental which I've added here. Sell the need, most important thing. If you do not sell on the need, you're just selling a product, which I've already repeated. You will just lose your prospect. Believe me, you're just selling a product that is never gonna be sold. Sell on the need. With an example, what I mean by sell on the need is that you take a product, example is a vape. Now usually your target audience will be smokers, cigarette people, normal girls, boys, both. You cannot say you will get this vape is pink color, it's an elf bar, 24 hours it will work. That's not how selling works. You can say something like, okay, so you there is a prospect in front of me. This is how I'm gonna sell it. Okay, so tell me, how many times do you go for hookah? So he be like, I go around maybe once a month, twice a month. Okay, okay. And how many times do you used to do cigarette? So he be like, I do maybe 5 to 6 cigarettes. Okay, okay, really good. So how would if I would suggest you a product that you can carry, and cigarette is something that you cannot carry most of the places. What I mean by most of the places is, as in limited puffs. You got to go to the shop again and again, go buy, once it's over again buy from another shop. So that is one problem. What would if I told you, I would just charge you around 2000 to 3000 rupees, and whatever the price might be, 2000 rupees, you can carry that in your pocket for the rest of your 6 7 months, and it's unlimited puffs, flavor, whichever flavor you want, you can choose that. Unlimited puffs, you can carry it whenever, everywhere, and you might be doing 5 to 6 cigarettes every single day, or maybe 10. And if you calculate that in a month, it closes about around 1000 1500 rupees. So you're just spending a lot of money on your cigarette. Better than that, just invest in a thing, 2000 rupees, you'll get the same fun. You don't need to go to a hookah place, and at the same time don't need to buy a cigarette box. This can work for the next 6 months, and it will work very well. And 24 hours, easy to carry, very perfect. So he'll be like, oh, so this is what I'm selling on the need. I'm selling on the need. The need is that I'm giving you at a much cheaper rate, unlimited puffs, don't need to go to the shop again and again. Sell the need. Sell the need. You can, the another example of selling a need is blue pen. It's a blue pen. You will not say it's a blue cover pen, it will write thin tip. You know, not, that's not selling the need. Selling the need means, if you buy this pen, you will be able to write faster than normal pens. Or he'll say, how do you know? I'll say something like, because I've used this pen. If you are a poet, this pen will enhance your mind capabilities, where it will be able to give you good words, good sentences that can enhance your poem. Selling the need. Don't sell the product, sell the need. If you buy my pen, you don't need to recharge the ink again and again. Maybe it might be 6 months. This will work for at least 2 years, 3 years. Not like usual pens. This is selling the need. Sell the need, don't sell the product. Very important fundamental. Yeah. Let's get to the next fundamental. That is, sell on a problem and couple it with a why. Now, sell on a problem always. What I mean by sell on a problem is, this is one of the most I'm telling you, all of the fundamentals that I have taught you all is all of my experience of my past in whichever corporate companies I've worked and the businesses that I've done. So this lessons I have learned and has helped me put across the best pitches to prospects and close the prospects that couldn't be closed by other salespeople. Okay, let's go to the other business fundamental. Sell on the problem, couple it with a why. Sell on a problem. Now, your product might be anything. I don't know. Whatever my product will take anything for an example. Ebook. Okay, ebook. Ebook on how to make money. The ebook is on how to make money. Now, your product should be always positioned more important than food, more important than lifestyle, money. I'll tell you why. Because if it isn't positioned, your customer will always choose. He'll say, you'll say something like, "It's on the price of the ebook is only $5." Customer will be like, $5. I do not have that much. It is very expensive for me. Means your product, but he will take the same amount of money, go to McDonald's, have a fucking burger, and get fat. That's the world you're living in. So position yourself in a way, position your product in a way where it is above the food, money, and lifestyle. So how to counter that? You can be like, if you buy, if you are do not, if you do not have money, then you should buy my course, because your problem is money. I am teaching you how to make money. Then you will be able to get more McDonald's, more lifestyle, more better lifestyle. Understanding? So sell on the problem. His problems might be many things. Sell on the problem. If you do not buy my product, your problem is gonna get worse. My product is solving your problem. You will be able to get more McDonald's, more lifestyle. Guarantee them that, and sell on a problem. Now couple it with a why. Couple it with a why is for only websites, by the way. Website sales. You ask the customer, why did you buy my product? Now usually people do not ask why, but you can ask a why. What I mean by asking a why is, ask the customer, why did you buy my product? Is it cheap? Did you find it reasonable? Did you find my product luxuriously and good customer support? What? Or this sales technique can also work on calls. Ask why. So you can get some feedback from the customer, and then you can enhance. His thing might be, oh, you provided me with the better customer support. Your product felt much cheaper comparatively to other products. I found the service much better compared to other platforms. Then you can take that as a feedback, and you will know what is the customer buying it for, and based on that why, once you have learned, you can apply the same thing on the other customers. Couple it with a why, very important. Okay. Seventh fundamental, make your customer feel prestigious. This can only work for luxury brands or luxury companies. If you are selling a very high end product, like a perfume that costs around $500-$600 or anything, you send anything or you sell anything, you have to make the customer feel prestigious. And what I mean by making the customer prestigious is, if you buy my product, people will look at you. If you buy my product, girls will be attracted to you. If you buy my product, you will stand out of the crowd, because everyone is going to look at you. If you wear my product or you buy my product, put my product like perfume or something, then you will get all the things that a man should be equipped with when it comes to outside life, real life game. That is business, getting females, and many other things. So make your customer feel prestigious by putting across some points where he will feel more luxurious, and he'll know that, oh my, if I buy this product, I'm gonna feel prestigious, I'll feel like a VIP. Understanding? So make your customer feel very prestigious, and always be on a follow up with him. How did it work for you? Is it working very well? Something like that. Always remember these small things. These are small things, but if you do the small things, you will be better at the sales career, and eventually if you are a good salesman, you can also be a good businessman. Always remember. Eighth fundamental: being fit and overconfidence. Always have this is something I will really stress on. Overconfidence is something a man shouldn't lack. Overconfidence, every man should have. Every fucking man. When I mean every fucking man, every fucking man. You think in World War II people were not overconfident? They were overconfident. I'm gonna fucking win the war. Even though they must have lost their lives, but they were overconfident. I'm gonna win the war. We are gonna fucking win the war. They went for the battle, they won also. Many people won. So overconfidence is very important. If you do not have confidence, then believe me, you need to get out of this course. You need to get confidence and then come back to this course, because if this course is not going to work if you do not have any confidence. Have confidence, come back to this course. Learn it, because you are just going to self-sabotage yourself if you do not have any confidence in your life. Be fit. Being fit is what I'm saying is go to the gym, get a better physique, because if you get a better physique, you'll get a good body language, and if you have a good body language, you will be able to make more sales. More sales, because people will see you as, oh, this guy works really hard, he goes to the gym, his body is fit. Unless and until if a fat guy comes and he sits there and he says, okay, you should buy a pen, fucking no one is going to buy from you. Why the fuck should I buy from you? It doesn't make any sense. You don't look like a sales guy, you are so fucking fat. I bet you don't even work hard, that's why you're so fucking fat. Don't do that mistake. Go to the gym. Even if you can't afford gym and you're just doing a normal job, go for a jog. Be fit. Doesn't need to you need to gain muscles, but at least you can lose fat. Do some squats, do some push-ups. Simple. Don't do yoga. That's not going to get your body, of course. But do something related to gym. Go to the jog. Do 10,000 steps of walking. You will get into better shape. Because being in better shape not only enhances your life when it comes to getting women, getting sales, business, many other things, but it enhances your overall experience and overall how you lead your life. So very important. Fitness. Get your fitness done. Overconfidence. Have overconfidence. If you do not have overconfidence, you wouldn't get anyone in this world, whether it be prospects, whether it be going to a club, whether it be getting a female. You have to have irrational self overconfidence. Have self confidence, have overconfidence. It doesn't matter who the fuck others say. It's like you are in a theater normal, not a movie theater, like you're in a theater, and there's a mic, audience is there, people are there behind you as judges, and in front of you there is an audience, big one. The mic is going to do its job of listening to you. The audience is going to do its job of just commenting on you, or maybe praising you, or negatively putting you down. You got to do your job. You don't give a fuck about your anyone fucking outside, whether it will be judge, whether it be anyone out there, the audience, mic. Don't give 1% fuck. You have to just see your words, just have overconfidence in your life, and you will command the world. Have the confidence, guys. Believe me, it's gonna work wonders for you. I have irrational overconfidence a lot, and many people say it as ego, but I say that it is my overconfidence. I do not take it as ego. So have that. Ninth lesson, the final lesson: low stress tolerance. Low stress tolerance is very bad. Now, you might be not getting sales around for a month or 2 months or maybe 3 months. I don't know what is your position of that. If you do not get sales, don't lose your mind. You can do something like a meditation or something. Don't need to be like in stress. Oh, I'm not gonna get, my job is gonna get fired, the boss is gonna fire me, I'm gonna lose my job. What am I gonna do? I'll not be able to get any other job. Oh my god. Fucking just be calm, meditate, learn my lessons, imply them on every fucking customer, believe me, you will be able to get a customer. Why won't you get a customer? Just do your work. If you have low stress tolerance, you are never going to get successful. People with high stress tolerance, you feel the billionaire Dubai's people and Andrew Tate or many other millionaires out there, you think they have stress? Oh no, absolutely not. They have a stress. I'm not saying that they do not have stress. They have high obscene amount of stress out there in their mind. Even I have stress, for that matter of fact. But I have stress tolerance. I convert my stress into certain other ways and dilute my mind into some better things where it makes my mind calm. And once it becomes calm, I can work more. So either you meditate, either you go out for a walk, but don't be under stress. Under stress, no work is going to happen. Stress is there. Stress is something you cannot avoid. Stress is going to be in every. If you got to become a successful guy, stress is going to be. How are you not going? How you think that you're going to get successful if you do not have stress? Stress is going to be, absolutely. Learn to deal with it, but do not have low stress tolerance, because you will not get successful in any terms, whether it be female, whether it be business, entrepreneurship, sales, marketing, whatever you might be doing there. You wouldn't get ahead in life if you have low stress tolerance. Please understand that. Okay, so I'm gonna put up on the community a PDF where these lessons will be available to you in video format and also in a PDF format. You can read them. You can watch this lesson 2 more times. After 2 times, you message me. Then I will give you some reward of some in the community. I'll give you some reward, like a VIP access or something. Watch this twice. Let it get drilled into your mind. Then you will become a professional. It is guaranteed. For today, this is the sales course completed. Now you are a sales master at the Checkmate University. So, congratulations, and we'll meet you in the community now.